18 minutes, 6 years of inner work advice, 6 points to cover that are really deep. They are, at least each of them is deep on 3 levels. Am I going to make it? Okay, we're ready to begin. Without wasting any time, because there is a lot to cover and I want you to understand each of those 6 points. This is something that I have uncovered throughout my journey, and it has taken me a lot of times to inquire in each of those points. Let's directly get into the first, because we don't have time. The first one: your negative feelings are your best friends. Whether you like that or not, whether you accept it or not, your negative feelings are here in your benefit. They're only working in your benefit. They're there to help you expand your awareness, to help you to get to know yourself better, to help you forgive yourself for the mistakes that you have done in the past, to help you become a better version of yourself. And even though a lot of people are afraid of their negative feelings, if you were to take this inner work journey seriously, you need to understand, my friend, your negative feelings are your best friends. Without your negative feelings, you wouldn't be able to grow. Without them, you wouldn't be able to understand who you have been in the past. Without them, you wouldn't be able to understand why and how you self-sabotage and how this provides benefit to your life. All of this is hidden in your negative feelings. So you need to listen to your negative feelings. You need to understand them. You need to bring awareness to them. You need to start accepting them. It is preferable. It is in your benefit. Just acknowledge how you feel consistently and on a daily basis. Bring more and more and more of your awareness to your feelings and see what is the message that they have for you. Every day, they have a message for you. And every day you bring awareness to them, it's getting better and better, because you get to know yourself better and you can make yourself feel better because you now understand why you have felt negative. Does that make sense? Your negative feelings are your best friends. That is for the first point. Now let's directly get into the second, because we have about 15 minutes left, and yes, I think I can finish that in 18 minutes. If you feel stuck, my friend, you've been doing that inner work for such a long time, investigating limiting beliefs, trying to heal, trying to let go, trying to manifest, but at some points in that journey, you simply feel stuck. And once you feel stuck, what you try to do, and everybody tries to do, I've tried that also, and it's literally everybody in that community, we try to fix that. We try to think our way through feeling stuck. But here is the truth, and now keep that in mind. It's something that you can investigate again on a really deep level. You cannot fix a problem from the same level of consciousness that has created the problem. You cannot fix the problem from the same level of thinking that has created the problem, which simply means that you cannot think it through. You cannot sit and meditate. You cannot find the answer, okay? So if you feel stuck, the solution here is, and the faster you accept that, the easier your journey will be. If you feel stuck, give up trying to fix it. Simply give it up. Give it all up. It does not matter. Give up trying to fix it and simply move. If you feel stuck, move. Does that make sense? Go for a walk. Go train. Go have a workout. Go to the gym. Go boxing. Go dancing. Whatever it is. Simply go and move. Go take a swim. It does not matter exactly what the type of movement is. It can be yoga, it can be stretching, running, whatever feels exciting to you. But go and move. Okay? You cannot fix it through thinking. You cannot. Since it's the level of consciousness that makes you feel stuck, and all of your thinking coming from there will only make you perpetuate the feeling of stuckness. Right? And so, since this is not preferable, go and move. Make your energy move, dance, whatever it is. Enjoy yourself in the process of movement so that your energy can start moving upwards in your body, and you can find a solution to why you have been feeling stuck without thinking about it, since you have now moved your energy. Okay, that is the second point. If you're feeling stuck, don't try to fix it. Give up and simply move. As simple as that. We have 12 minutes, 13 minutes starting down. Don't try to change your thinking, okay? What do I mean by that? When you have uncovered that you have this destructive, limiting belief and thinking pattern, intrusive thoughts, anxiety that is attacking you whenever you're in a social circle, don't try to change your thinking. Please, it's simply not possible. And I'll tell you why it's not possible. You cannot change your thinking by forcing yourself to think positive things, affirming positive things, if you are resisting how you feel. And now follow me right now. Since your thinking is coming from your feelings, and you cannot fix a problem from the same level of consciousness that has created it, from the same level of thinking that has created it. That same level of thinking is your state of being, okay? Now going back to the first point, your negative feelings are your best friends. Whenever you try to change your thinking because it seems as if it's working against you, as if it's attacking you, as if it's sabotaging you, as if it is literally destroying your best efforts and you're facing roadblock after roadblock in your thinking, don't try to change it. Instead, bring awareness to your feelings. This is all. Bring as much of your awareness to your body. What happens in your stomach, in that area? What happens in your solar plexus? What happens in your heart? How do you feel? How does your back feel? Do you feel like you're carrying a heavy burden? How does your waist feel on the back, on the left side, on the right side? See how you feel inside. This complex of sensations in your body. The more awareness you bring on them, on those sensations, on your feelings, the easier it will be for your thinking to change by itself, because your thinking is coming from your feeling. And there is this thinking feeling hook. If you try to force yourself to change your thinking before you have accepted the state of being from which it comes, it's simply this rule: whatever you resist persists, okay? And the moment you accept how you feel, because you bring awareness to your feelings, you acknowledge them, you say to them inwardly, I'm here, I see you, I know you're here, I know you're struggling. Let me just be there with you. Let me stay with you. I just want to get to know you better. I just want to hold space for you, okay? I don't want anything from you. I simply want to be there, and that is all. And I'll stay there, and I'll go back, and I'll come back again and again, and I'll come back again as many times as needed. I'll bring awareness from thinking to feeling, from thinking to feeling, from thinking to feeling, until the moment that my thinking changes by itself, on its own. Okay? The moment you let go of a repressed feeling from which there were these intrusive thoughts coming to you that were attacking your mind, or so it seems, the moment you let go of that repressed feeling by accepting it, the intrusive thoughts will stop. I tell you, try it and see. The faster you understand that, the better for you. Okay, now I have 9 minutes, so I need to proceed to the fourth point because I wouldn't be able to make it. And this was my challenge, okay, 18 minutes. You can only change if you acknowledge who you have been and forgive yourself. And now, can you see how all of them are interconnected? You cannot change your thinking by forcing yourself to be positive, trying to work with positive affirmations, trying scripting, unless you accept how you have been feeling before. Unless you accept who you have been before, including your limiting beliefs, including your repressed feelings, and including your destructive models of behavior, okay? Your routines and your habits, which might have been destructive, and that's okay. I also still have some of those that are currently operating, and I'm letting them go consistently on a daily basis. So it's okay. It's human to make mistakes. It's completely normal and human. The second level of this point is that not only you need to acknowledge who you have been. By acknowledging who you have been, it's like you're accepting the truth. Yes, I have been sabotaging myself. Yes, I have been afraid of what others would think about me. Yes, I have been afraid of failure. I have been afraid of success. I am even still a little worried and overwhelmed when I start focusing on my dreams, and blessings start coming in my life, and my dreams are starting to fulfill themselves, and I'm feeling scared, stressed out, overwhelmed. I acknowledge that. It's okay. I give myself permission to feel however it is I am feeling, because I know this has been coming from my past, okay? Acknowledgement. And I accept it as it is. I accept it because I understand I have only done the best that I was capable of at that moment in time. Previously, when I have embodied that limiting belief unconsciously, I didn't know better at the time. So there is no reason for me to judge myself, nor condemn myself, nor try to change myself forcefully, because I can simply acknowledge who I have been, accept that I am doing the best that I am capable of, and at that moment in time in the past, I didn't know better. If I knew better, I would have done better. But since I didn't know, there is no reason to hold on to that guilt. There is no reason to hold on to that fear. There is no reason to hold on to that anger, unless it keeps me moving forward, okay? Unless I'm able to transform it. This is great if you're doing it. So, acknowledging who you have been and forgiving yourself for the fact that you simply did not know better. If you knew better, you would have done better, okay? But since you didn't know better and you did the best you were capable of with the information that you had in the past available to you, then you can simply acknowledge that, accept it, and let go. So you will never be able to change unless you acknowledge who you have been and forgive yourself for everything that you're still critical and judgmental of. Because what you resist persists. The moment you let go of what you're resisting in your self-concept, self-image that's in the past, conditioning in the past, the moment you accept it and let it go and you forgive yourself for it, now you have all this available life force energy coming to your way, you feel empowered within, and you can simply make a new decision. You are empowered to make a new decision. And now I only have 5 minutes, I need to go forward. Okay, don't look, and this is something that I've realized many times on my journey in those 6 years, don't look for a permanent shift. Even though I've made the little videos in my YouTube channel on that, okay, they are only to empower you, to inspire you, to give you hope, to show you how much you've done and how far you've come, but don't look for a permanent shift. Focus your awareness to make it consistent and habitual, meaning that it's not like you need it, but it's better and it works in your benefit. If you were to create, to design a routine in your life, it's like gamifying your life. Create a game out of your life in which consistently and on a daily basis, you're able and willing to shift your state of being without expecting a permanent shift, okay? Because what tends to happen is when we expect that once we do some form of healing, letting go of a trauma or whatever it is, that we will experience a permanent shift, we become attached to the outcome. And now whenever we don't experience that outcome, we feel disappointed. And then we become self-critical that we are disappointed and we start all over again. It's simply not necessary. Do not look for a permanent shift. Instead, make that shift consistent and habitual in your daily routines, in your models of behavior, in your moments of awakening, acknowledgement. Who am I? Where I am? What am I doing? How do I feel? Okay. Make it habitual. Make that process of shifting from who you are right now or who you have been to who you want to be habitual. And once it is habitual and consistent, you wouldn't be able to look for a permanent shift because you are becoming that permanent shift. It does not matter. It will come to you as a blessing. It will come your way as a blessing. It's like, obviously you've done a lot of that work, but it's not like you take ownership of everything that you have done because you understand that there is a higher power helping you, holding you by your hand. If you do what is asked of you every day on a daily basis, be 1% better consistently every day and every day again, the next day again. So it's like a consistently increasing stock market investment in yourself that is generating revenue for you in the form of I'm doing the best that I'm capable of, and I know that on a daily basis because each day I am better than the last one. And so instead of looking for a permanent shift, I make that shift habitual and consistent. And once this is the case, it becomes permanent, you see, but it's a paradox. You cannot make it be permanent unless you make it habitual and consistent. Okay, that's enough for that point. I have 2 more minutes. The last point, which sums it all up, and this is the insight that I have been having basically again and again this year. Since I've been working on my limiting beliefs and self-concept from 6 years already, okay, and what I've been able to understand at last is that all limiting beliefs, my friend, every one of your limiting beliefs are simply outdated decisions. This is the highlighted word. Outdated decisions that you can change at will. At any given moment, you can change your limiting beliefs that have influence over you at will. You don't have to look in past lives to understand them and heal them. You don't have to do a lot of therapy to change yourself because there is a lot of karma that you are carrying, okay? If you understand that each and every one of your beliefs is simply a decision, then you can see how that decision benefits you by speaking with your feelings, let go of that repressed energy by having this really conscious and mature and aware conversation with your feelings, seeing them as intelligent and speaking to them, so that you can at will make the choice to shift your belief system, because it's a choice, it's a decision. I'll give you an example, a really quick example, because I have 40 seconds. A lot of times I am afraid that there is just too much going on in my life because I'm doing a lot of things, and I'm afraid whether I'm about to handle it or not. It's like this fear of too much responsibility over them, whatever it is. And so I'm catching that fear, that limiting belief again and again, and I'm simply able to make that decision, which is the decision, it's more than enough. See, you've done more than enough. And since you have done more than enough, it's okay if you're doing more and if you're receiving more. It's not too much. You're doing just enough. So the decision is, it's too much, this unconscious fear for me, okay, it's over. And the decision that I make, it's just enough. And this is how I shift this limiting belief to another more empowering belief that gives me the power to receive it all and to be able to give my best in doing everything that I'm doing and following my passions. So anyways, these were the 6 points. These are the 18 minutes and the 6 years of inner work advice. Enjoy that. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know which one of those points was your favorite. I would highly appreciate it. And I will see you around in the next video. Bye bye for now. Enjoy your day, my friend.